Hello friends, uh, we have seen already a problem for Rayleigh's method, and we will solve the same problem for set to boundary condition. Our problem was minus d square u over dx square minus u plus x square equals to 0. So our set 1 boundary condition was u0 equals to 0 and u1 equals to 0. Okay, now we will solve it for set 2 boundary condition this time. So the set 2 boundary condition will be u0 equals to 0 and du over dx at x equals to 1 equals to 1. Okay, so we will today we will solve for this set of boundary condition. Okay, so here this is the essential boundary condition. Okay, so basically for Rayleigh-Ritz method we will we choose the weight function for this term only. Okay, it will not depend on this term. Okay, so for this type of condition what we do, there are two types of condition here. First, there are two type of condition. uh, just see, homogeneous and non-homogeneous condition. Okay, what are homogeneous condition? In which this term is equals to 0, and non-homogeneous condition are, okay, so let me just give an example. If u0 equals to 0, then it is homogeneous condition. If u0 equals to 1 or any other value, then it is a non-homogeneous condition. Okay, so we write equation in this way. Solution of the equation. Okay, but for to remove non-homogeneity we add this term also. So basically this is the solution for the equation. Okay, uh, here this essential boundary condition is again 0. Okay, so it is also homogeneous case. Okay, we will solve in next lecture the example of non-homogeneous boundary conditions. This for this example we will solve it for set to boundary condition. Okay, so we already solved. So what was the equation? Equation was this: minus d square u over dx square minus u plus x square equals to 0. So first what we do, we will multiply it with w and integrate it. We have already seen it, that's why I'm doing little fast. If you have any doubt, then you can check in my previous video. You will get an idea about it. Okay. Okay. Then what we do, we will do integration by parts, and this terms will become equals to du over dx minus wu, and the second term will appear. This is the term this coming, and it's integration by parts having two terms. This is the first term and the second term is here. If you're facing difficulty with integration by parts, then you can go through my previous lectures, then you will get an idea about it. It's not that very difficult. 0 to 1, and then again it's equals to 0 to 1 w x square dx. Okay, we will add dx everywhere because it's an integration. Okay, so what we do, this is the second term for integration by part. This one is the first term. Okay, 0 to 1 dw by dx du over dx minus w u dx, and this term will go, it will become equals to minus here this term is minus 1. Okay, wx square, we send this term to RHS, and then this term becomes plus. Okay, so solving this term here, minus 0 wx square plus. So we put the upper limit will be here 1, and the lower limit will be equals to 0. Lower limit, why it is become 0? Because w equals to change in u, and at x equals to 0, u 0 equals to 0. This means it is a constant value. So any constant value of u, that w become 0. So finally at x equals to 0, w equals to 0. Okay, so that's why this term becomes 0. So what we get on right hand side, it is 0 to 1 wx square plus w1. This is the changes. This term we already solved in the previous lecture, and this is the changes here. Okay, for second for set 2 boundary condition. Okay, so what we have equation, what if essential boundary condition here is u0 equals to 0. We will not condition this term because this is not the boundary condition. Okay, we will consider for this boundary condition only. Okay, for Rayleigh-Ritz method. So u0 equals to 0. Then what we do? We will we have to choose a function. Okay, if we choose a function phi equals to x, then at x equals to 0, it is 0. So we can choose phi n equals to x n. Okay, so the phi 1 equals to x, phi 2 equals to x square, and phi 3 equals to x cube, and so on. Okay, and at x equals to 0, all these terms are 0. So satisfying condition, satisfying our EBC. Okay, so d phi 1 over dx, it will become 1. D phi 2 over dx equals to 2x. Okay, so for solving our problem, what we do next? This is our equation. We will put the value of w equals to phi I, and u equals to sigma j equals to 1 to n cj phi j. Okay, so our equation will look like this: 0 से 1 d phi I over dx. This will be equals to sigma j equals to 1 to n c1 cj d phi j over dx. Then it will be minus phi I sigma j equals to 1 to n cj pi j. Okay, here we are solving LHS only. Okay, or we can say that the bilinear function, bilinear terms. Okay, so we are solving for n equals to 2 here. Okay, so this equation will become for I equals to 1, first case, this equation will become d phi 1 over dx. Here n equals to 2. Okay, so it will become c1 phi 1 plus, let me correct this. This equation will become c1 d phi 1 over dx plus c2 d phi 2 over dx minus phi 1 and c1 phi 1 plus c2 phi 2, and whole term will be dx. Okay, so what is d phi 1 over dx? D phi 1 over dx it is 1, where we solve it from here. d phi 1 over dx is 1 and d phi 2 over dx is 2x, and this phi 1 and phi 2. Okay, so we will put this here, 1 multiplied by c1 into 1 plus c2 multiplied by 2x minus x. This is c1x plus c2 x square. Okay, and the whole term is dx. Okay, so just correct the bracket here. Okay, just taking c1 terms out, 0 to 1, we will take a common, this one and this one, c1 c1. Okay, so we took out it common, and it will come minus 1 minus x square plus, now taking c2 terms common, this c2 and this c2, and this will equal 0 to 1 2x minus x cube and this whole dx. Okay, now again solving, you can solve it with the help of your calculator, or you can solve it manually. It is very easy integration. Then the term will become, this one come out to be 2 by 3, and this term will come out as 3 by 4. Okay, now we will solve for I equals to 2. Okay, so for I equals to 2, this term will become, just name this term as k11. Okay, k11, this term is k12. This is kind of a, this is a stiffness matrix. Okay, k11, k12, k21 and k22. Finally, this will convert in this term. So what we have calculated, k11, k12, now we are calculating k21 and k22. Okay, so for I equals to 2, this term will become 0 to 1 d phi 2 over dx. Okay, and this is c1 d phi 1 over dx plus c2 d phi 2 over dx minus phi 2 c1 phi 1 plus c2 phi 2 and this whole dx. Okay, so now 0 to 1, we know these values already. Okay, so it will come out to be 2x, then c1 into 1 plus c2 into 2x minus x square c1 x plus c2 x square. Okay, and this whole term in dx. Okay, then finally on solving, just taking c1 terms common and c2 terms and c2 terms common. Okay, so after taking out common, what we get, we will get c1 0 to 1 2x minus x cube dx plus c2 0 to 1 4x minus x4 dx, and this terms come out to be 3 by 4 c1 plus 17 by 15 c2. Okay, so we got the k matrix. The k matrix is coming out to be 2 by 3 3 by 4 3 by 4 and 17 by 15. This is always symmetric, means these elements will be same. Okay, finally we have solved this term, bilinear term. Okay, now we have to solve the linear term also. Okay, so what was our linear term? Linear term was minus x square phi I dx plus w1. Okay, then what for I equals to 1, for I equals to 1, what we have, f1. Okay, this is called the force vector. Okay, this term is force vector. Okay, so as we go further in beams, we will see these terms more clearly. Okay, so this term will be equals to minus, for x square phi I, this one will be phi 1 dx plus w1. So w1 will be equals to, w1 will be equals to phi W1 equals to phi1, phi I, and phi I equals to x की power n. So this will be equals to 1. Okay, phi I equals to x की power n equals to 1. So W1 will be equals to 1. So this whole term will equals to 1. And now on solving, we are putting the value of phi1 here x. So the integration will become minus x cube dx plus 1. Finally, on solving it, integrate limiting in 0 to 1, this will become equals to x to the power 4 by 4 plus 1. And on further solving, we will get the value equals to 3 upon 4. So for I equals to 2, the equation look like this. We will put the value of phi, either phi d phi 2 over dx here. So this is, no, sorry, it's a phi 2. Okay, then w1 again equals to 1. We will put the limit 0 to 1, then it will become x to the power 4 dx plus 1. On solving, we will get integration minus x to the power 5, 0 to 1 plus 1. And finally, on solving, we will get 4 upon 5. Now, further solving, the force vector will look like, the value here are 3 by 4 and 4 by 5. Now, the K matrix multiply by C matrix. C matrix is the C1 and C2 we have to find for the solution, and F is the force vector. Okay, the K matrix value will be 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 3 by 4 and 17 by 15. This K matrix is always symmetric. And this is C matrix is C1, C2. We have to find these values, and the force vector will be 3 by 4 and 4 by 5. Okay, so on solving, we will get the value of C1 and C2. So say C1 will come equals to 180 upon 139. C2 will come minus 21 upon 139. Now, if we want more accuracy, then if we want to convert into fractions, we can take these value up to 4 decimal places. So it will give us, the more we take after decimal values, the more accuracy will increase. Okay, so here this value will come out 1.2950. Okay, so this is a value. So these values required, accuracy more required when if we want to compare it with exact solution. Exact solution is that solution that the examiner will give you. So there's no need to worry about exact solution here. We have to find approximate solution here. Okay, and approximate solution vary person to person. So now finding out the solution, un equals to C1 phi1 plus C2 phi2, and C1 value is 180 upon 139. Phi1 is x, we already seen, and C2 value is minus 21 upon 139. And phi2 is x square. Now finally, this is our solution, and x lie between 0 to 1. So here we can find out the different values of un at different values of x. We are finding out the values of u for x equals to 1 by 2. That u 1 by 2 will be equals to 180 upon 139 multiplied by 1 by 2 minus 21 upon 139 multiplied by 1 by 2 ka whole square. So we will get the value at of u at x equals to 1 by 2. So this will be the solution. So u at different value of x. So this is our approximation solution at x equals to 1 by 2 here. And if we want on different values of x, we can find out easily. Okay, and at the last, what we can do, we can if they ask for a graph, then we can plot a graph with the help of Excel, or you can do it manually. So this is the graph. So basically it is a rough graph for the presentation. So here on the x-axis we are plotting the x values, it is between 0 to 1, and on the y-axis we are plotting the u values, and finally we will draw the graph. So thank you.